Hey, this is Pastor Dave, and this is your Monday Mojo. Hope you had a good weekend. I know I did. I hope that you've had a chance to get out to the great Indiana State Fair. Laura and I made our way to the State Fair and had a great time. Ate some State Fair food and had a great time. But we also learned some things. One of the things I learned was at the Pioneer Village. Every year when I go, I love to go to the Pioneer Village, and I always learn something. This year, I learned from these fellas. Now, one of them's named Percy, but I can't remember what the other one's name is. Oxen. And as you can see, they're put together with a yoke, a nice smooth wooden yoke. And they do that so that they can work together and get work done. Powerful, powerful work. But what I found out about these two guys is that when they pair them together, at least this particular farmer, they will pair a smart ox with a not so smart ox. So I started looking that up to find out what that means. And what I found was that the smart ox is really the one that obeys commands better, that does what it's asked to do in a more efficient manner. Whereas the other one's a little more stubborn, perhaps. I got to thinking about that. I got to thinking about the word yoke that I've heard so many times growing up in the church. I got to thinking of the words of Jesus. Come to me and take my yoke upon you. You will find that my burden is easy and light, and you will find rest for your souls. When you think about that, though, Jesus is saying, come to me, let's do some work together, some powerful work, but let's do it together. I want you to yoke yourself to me. And in the process, well, I know who the smarter one is in that pairing. It's not me. And especially if being smart is about being obedient and doing what you're asked. And in this case, Jesus comes and shows us how to live this life. And the way to do that is to be obedient to what God would have us do. And so we have some teachings on ways to do that, but we also have the Spirit of God. And so if we yoke ourselves with Jesus, then we will benefit from being yoked with one who can help us get amazing work done, or we can help him get amazing work done, and we'll be yoked with someone who knows how to get the best out of this life. And he will always be obedient to the Father. And so I will benefit from that as the dumb ox. Although I did find out that oxen are not really dumb. They're actually pretty smart. And I think the smartest choice that I could make and that you could make would be to take Jesus up on his invitation to be yoked with him, to do work with him, but to do life with him and find that it's the best life we could imagine. Anyway, that's what I learned at the Indiana State Fair, and that's your Indiana State Fair Monday Mojo. Have a great week.